ain't pussy.
He killed Black Noir and shit. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, he killed Black Noir over that bullshit. I'm like, how you gonna kill Black Noir over that? Come on.
Yeah, like man, like you just way too push right now. You all the way in your feelings, bruh.
I
You
told you. I
know?
told you. I told you it was pussy, man. Told you.
Yeah, I mean, listen. He been sitting there talking. He had to have a talk with himself, like nigga, quit acting like a bitch.
Right. Right. When yourself gotta tell you that, nigga, you acting real pussy-ish, dog.
But he not listening though. You know what I'm saying? He's
Mm-mm.
not listening. Shit. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to. You know, he's so busy. He's trying to find, you know what I'm saying, some sort of love or something real and shit so bad. He just needs to feel that feeling because he's never felt the shit. He wants to feel that genuine feeling so bad and
Man, nigga,
shit.
if you want to feel that way, write your bitch ass self a book.
I mean, nigga, I mean, the thing is, and shit, dog, is, you know what I'm saying? When you raise like an animal and shit, well, guess what? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, when that's the whole thing, and why, you know what I'm saying? In season one, I mean, or was that season two or whatever that was? Season two, when when fucking his son died. I mean, when his son's mom, when the moms get killed and shit, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that sees that, you know what I'm saying? Like the nigga Homelander, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even have no mother to love him and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He just raised in the lab and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she didn't want that for her kid and shit. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she was so obsessed with trying to raise him and keep him away and shit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't trying. She was trying to keep that nigga out the lab and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And fucking, you know what I'm saying? So, but this nigga he's so obsessed with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That he can't see nothing else and shit. Like the nigga was about to, Captain, whatever his name was and shit. He was gonna murk that nigga the whole time and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Soldier Boy. Yeah, Soldier Boy was
Yeah.
like, what makes me sad is how much of a pussy you are. I was like, yeah. Go ahead,
Man,
Soldier
I
Boy.
feel you, dad. You're a disappointment. He said
Yeah.
the same thing his father said to him and shit. You're
Yep.
such a disappointment. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And
He
fucking
kinda is
nigga.
though. He
Yeah.
really
Cause
is. He's
listen,
really a disappointment. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's why when I was reading the comic book, I'm like, this shit ain't nothing like the comic book. Homelander in the comic book a little more gangster than this nigga. This nigga soft as hell.
yeah. I'm sure that's what I'm saying. Like it's obvious that's what they want to do. I'm just waiting for them to do it. It's like, come on, man, like let this nigga loose and shit. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Let this nigga loose, dog. Let's see full dark side and see what happens and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
nigga. I mean, really, like, even if you think about it like this and shit, this last episode and shit, this was like the most superhero battle episode that had been like the whole all three seasons and shit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like they just had a hero gasm for real in that shit.
Right.
Stormfront was fighting together and
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They had fucking Butcher had powers and shit. You
Oh
know what
man,
I'm
Butcher
saying?
Power so clean. That nigga he do Cyclops on him like, catch the
Nigga,
beam.
with the yellow eyes, man.
Yeah. And he was
That
giving
shit
it to
moving
Soldier
around.
Boy for a minute. I said, go ahead, Butcher. I said, the Butcher coming,
That nigga know
nigga.
taking V full time or taking the full because that's the only way he about to die and shit.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
what I'm thinking gonna happen too. Cause in the comic book they take the shit. It's just the difference is um like Homelander, Maze is really a dick, and like you think she's a dick on here. The comic book, she's worse. Like she be drinking martinis all day and just talking shit. The motherfuckers. And then, Black Noir, like it's funny because like the first like episode, like when Starlight came in there, you know how the deep got her to deep throat him and shit. Nigga,
Yeah.
Homelander said, "Well, you gotta give me and the guy's head for you to get in the team." And she was like, "What?" And dog, she gave all three of them head and shit, dog. Shit funny, and then Butcher got it on tape because he had a bug in there. He got a bug in there and shit, and the tape watching what's going on. The shit's like funny as hell because he be pissing Homelander off. Homelander like, so what? We got the truce over with. Like, what is it? Like, what happened? I hurt somebody of yours. Why do you hate me so much? And the shit crazy, but how Homelander, like him and Maze and Nor, the Deep, and then they had an original person before A Train got there. They were all born from a fetus and shit. So that's why they're more powerful than everybody else who take the compound V. Cause they were
That's
born.
dope.
Yeah, that was dope. They were born. They were born through the fetus, and see, he killed Butcher's wife because they implanted the fetus him into Butcher's wife, and she couldn't control Homelander, so he ripped through her and shit, and she died
Oh,
like that. So
damn.
so Butcher been mad ever since. And then Huey on there, Huey's Scottish dog, like he be saying a lot of Scottish shit funny as hell. And then he was him and Starlight had sex like the first night or something, like after, cause she got pissy drunk. She couldn't handle her liquor, so the next night they chilled each other. This nigga was eating her out and everything, dog. It was smashing. That nigga woke up in the morning to go open the door. Butcher, he got a face full of blood. She forgot to tell him it was her period and shit. Butcher was clowning his ass. Butcher, Mother's Milk was clowning his ass in the car, dog. It was hilarious. They was clowning his ass there, and he was like, and like, cause he got to the no, it wasn't. Yeah, he got to the building that they were all in, and then everybody started laughing. They was like, "Man, you all right, man? You got something around here. They was just riding his ass, dog. It was so funny, bro. I was like, man, this dude really ain't like. And then she thought like they were never gonna talk again, but then they started talking and shit. But no, the shit cool though. I mean, saying it's like real different from the show, but it's cool. It's pretty
I
good.
hate when they do that shit, man. Oh man, they should have stuck to the source, nah, like you
Yeah,
said.
but that's what I was telling LB. Like LB was telling that shit that night. I'm like, LB, it is not. I told LB on Instagram, I'm like, LB, it is nothing like the comic, dog. The comic is different. First of all, they already like the female was in the clique already. It was the female Frenchie. Frenchie's a weirdo in this shit, but all of them guys took the compound V, either Mother's Milk.
Okay.
All of them got the V in them. So they're
Okay.
powerful, but they're not real powerful. Like they can't beat the original guys. And then you got some superheroes who didn't take the compound V. They just superheroes, and so
Okay.
it's crazy. Like it's like totally different. And LB was like, man, I wasn't trying to read it because I don't want to mess it up with the show. I'm like, it's not gonna mess up the show. The show's different, but I still love both of them. But in that one, it's like the story's like real different. And then like what happened is when the superheroes die, they bring the motherfuckers back. Like then they're zombies. They're like mindless zombies to try to put like the basically put up a front to say, oh, they're still alive and such, but they're like zombies. The shit crazy. Like this,
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah. It's funny as
That's
shit, dog. Yeah, it's a lot of homo shit in it, but it's raw though. The shit raw though.
I'm glad they toned that down. I guess sort of.
Yeah, I think they went kind of overboard with the dick touching mother's milk, like around the neck. Like that's when the nigga should have came out.
I'm saying that 100% full
I'd,
nigga
I'd
does.
have killed.
Okay.
Like Powers would have been developed that episode, nigga.
Did that shit happen to him in the comics?
No, matter of fact,
Why did they
it's
put that shit
different.
in?
No, it's different because they call him the love sausage. Like he helped them. Like they were on a
Oh,
mission. They had to do something like dog. It's like totally different. Like even Nina, the little chick Nina, like she not even like she's like a little short like lady and she be fucking herself with a vibrator all the time and shit. And the vibrator bigger than her, nigga, and like, you know what I'm saying? And she fucking with the vibrator, and like she crazy as hell. But she didn't even last that long in the comic. She was only there for a split second.
okay,
So
okay.
in Love Sausage, like you know what I'm saying, he was helping them out because they were in Russia. So he was Russian. He was helping them out.
Oh, what I'm saying though, Dad, he never had an interaction with wrapping his dick around, fucking with this nigga mother's milk and
No,
shit.
no, Mother's
Why they
Milk.
always
No,
do that shit?
they
You know
always do
what I'm
that to us, black people. Yup. Mother's Milk, nah, Mother's Milk never had that interaction. Mother's Milk is probably like I would say he's like the brains of everything. Butcher's like the guy who initiates the plan. He's the leader,
saying?
you
He's
know.
the commander
Right,
and
he's the
shit. He's the
commander,
general.
right. And then Frenchie's a guy who he's
He's a
him and
soldier, man.
yeah, he's a soldier. Him and the female, they're the muscle. They
Yeah.
took the compound V. They be fucking everybody up. Like Butcher called them in to go handle something. They fuck everything up. Like the female fuck it up, and then Frenchie be messing it up. You know what I'm
Listen, I'm
saying?
I, I'm in love with old girl and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. But in the comics, she different. She not even like that. Like she's just quiet. Like she's just in love with war. Like she's just a soldier. You know what I'm saying? She don't know nothing else. And Frenchie has to talk to her, and Frenchie, he not a pussy on here. He fucking shit up. Like he
Yep.
like these two gangsters were talking shit. He smashed the henchman head and broke like their face and shit and just threw him to the side. And then they called him in to handle some mission. Like he caught these dudes spying on him. Man, he hopped in the car and ended all of them. Guts, blood was everywhere, nigga. The shit crazy.
Nice.
The shit's
Nice.
nice. I'm like, hell yeah, nigga. This the Frenchie I like. Frenchie don't even care. And then they had but Mother's Milk he cool, but dog his daughter dog she like a hoochie dog and everything. She's grown, like she a little hoe. She like chilling with the like fellas on the block. Like she disrespect Mother's Milk. And then that's when Butcher went outside and told her about herself. And he told the other dudes, man, he'll fuck their ass up and shit, man. Scared the hell out them black dudes, man. They got in the car and left. That shit was crazy.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's different though. Like I didn't know it was that different. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna look at the comic book.
I mean, a lot of times it is because you have to because the elements of storytelling in the comic book are different from
It
that in the
is.
film.
No,
Shit,
you
you
right.
know,
It is. You got to. You
like
got to do it that
yeah,
way.
yeah, you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like the vehicle is totally different and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make it translate to film and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some characters may have a lot of depth on comic pages and shit, but
Hmm.
if you try and put that character the same way in film and shit, where you see everything in motion and you have this whole world that you're visually presented with and shit, that it will make him look like a two-dimensional character and shit. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So then you have to tell the story differently, make characters different. But even still, dog, they could have made that shit darker. You know, as dark
Yeah,
as it is, they could have made that shit. There's room.
they should have, man. But I just don't like they had the sausage around the nigga neck. I'm like, come on,
Yeah, why
man,
they do
y'all
it like
wild.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all wilding on
yeah,
that shit.
but he was
And the
helping them
nigga
in the
get
story.
smudged
Yeah.
on this shit. It's like, oh my god, dog. Like, dog. So wait, so I know the hero gasm was a big deal in the comics and shit. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
I
Because
didn't, I didn't read it yet, but it has
oh
its
yeah,
own comic. Like they have it separate from the main story. Then they got the other stories that branch off from it.
Oh, so the Hero Gasm is its own story
Yeah,
and
it's his
shit.
own comic book. Yeah. So I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
still read it, but I want to read this first, and then I'll go to that. I want to read that first because I still gotta watch Diabolical. I'm finna watch that later and shit.
Yeah, that's the anime, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
what
the
you talking
anime.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga, that shit is good, and that shit give you you know what I'm saying? Like my favorite, it's like how they did. You remember the Animatrix and shit?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. There's been a couple other projects they've done like that, but they tell different stories and shit
Mm-hmm.
from the universe and from the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? With all different kind of art style, anime styles and shit.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? The stories are dope, though. You know what I'm saying? For the most part and shit. You know what I'm saying? My favorite one is about the fucking, uh, the cast offs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm.
took the motherfucking, they took the, no, they were injected with V and shit. And a lot of them end up like killing their parents accidentally with their powers and shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So they end up going to adoption and shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They all went to this one adoption place, the same place the senator is from and shit. You
Right.
know what I'm
I
saying?
liked that twist. That was a great plot twist. I liked that.
Yeah, and see, like, so in the story, a group of them get together, nigga, and they rebel and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is ill. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
so, so yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like old girl is from that same fucking home and
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
You
her
know what I'm saying?
fine
From that same
ass.
group home and shit.
Well, her fine
Yeah, nigga.
ass.
You see she running for she getting ready to be vice
Oh
president
yeah,
and
she
shit.
did that smooth. She knew what to do.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
smooth with it and stuff. You know, she
So
she know she knew what she was doing and shit. And then then Starlight then threw her costume away, so now she with the squad. So,
right.
but I still think your boy gonna take the Compound V, the blue stuff, and it's gonna heal him, and
Yeah, he gonna have to.
he's
Right.
gonna take Homelander out.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, that but see, that's the whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going too much into trying to make this nigga a sympathetic character and shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Homelander. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
like
buying it. I'm
okay.
like, man, you a hypocrite.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you still do see this motherfucker who's been raised in the lab and shit. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
look, nigga,
Like,
you need to do like Brightburn and kill these motherfuckers, nigga. These niggas supposed to be eating out your hand, nigga.
that's what I'm
That
saying.
that's what pissed me off about Superman. I'm like, Superman, you are Superman, nigga. Who is going to stop you? Nobody on the planet can stop you. Nigga, you could be running this shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. Like, that was the whole thing about Superman too, though, is his parents and how he was raised and shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
He was raised with the
He was raised with
quote
more
unquote.
love. He was raised with
Well,
more
well,
love and more direction.
I'll say, it's Superman, so I'll say the quote unquote the American traditional values and shit.
Right, right, right,
Quote
right, right.
unquote
Got you,
shit. You
got
know
you.
what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. That bullshit. That resonate in white neighborhoods. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
that
Yeah,
shit that's only on paper and shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Not in
right,
practice.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But like fucking, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's that. Like, so that's why he turned out like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was raised with the American values and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And but Homelander and shit hasn't been raised in the lab by scientists and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole show is like a left wing kind of like orgy fest and shit. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
All the left groups and shit, you know what I'm saying, have come to put pitch in their message and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking you know what I'm saying? Like the Black Lives, fucking LGBTQ, everybody and shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a anti-right wing kind of show and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the motherfucker was raised in the lab and shit. You know what I'm saying? By a corporation and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole attack on the whole system and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a left wing orgy fest though. Like everybody's got their messages in there.
Right. Right.
Like the blood and guts is what really keeps me around this shit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah. If it weren't for that, then I wouldn't even watch this shit. But
I mean,
yeah.
it's interesting. Like I like the whole aspect of the dark superheroes and shit.
No,
you know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that. No, I love that about the show and shit. Yeah. You know, it's just that left wing political bullshit. They can have that. But yeah, I love everything else. Like, you know, I love everything else, man. I got hooked on season 2. When season 2 came around, that made me hooked. Like, all right.
That season was pretty good too. Like a lot of little story twists.
Yeah, first season was straight. It was all right.
First season was straight. You know
but
what
the
I'm
second
saying?
season had me like, hell yeah, this is what I fuck with. The only reason I stuck around for the first season was because of my nigga Butcher. Nigga Butcher is just an asshole. Like, and he was just getting away with this. He was getting away with this asshole shit. I'm like, nigga, mother's milk, you bigger than this nigga. You just like, what the hell is you doing? Like, you should have been to slap this cracker.
But you know what though? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like but Butcher has an inherent way of rubbing off on people and shit. Like, right. Butcher is the biggest asshole ever and shit.
Man, in history, nigga. I like him and shit. Yeah, I love him. Yeah, but you gotta love him though, cause he's that part of you that be like, F this shit. But he's always on it. He's always on it 200, 300 fold.
Yeah.
You know, which is funny as hell. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
like even when he walked in the room, all them niggas got silent at the end, cause they already know. Butcher looking at all them like, like he had to gun the Butcher. Butcher was like, do it, nigga, shoot me, shit. Butcher, he test your gangster.
And like, you know what I'm saying, like, see, nigga, you know what I'm saying, like, that nigga ain't scared of Homelander and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga look at that nigga. He like one of the only niggas that look up at that nigga in the eye and don't blink and shit. You know?
Yeah. He looked at Soldier Boy that way too. Like he ain't care. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, but you see, like, okay, so old girl, she gonna be vice president and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking,
then she gonna blow the president head off and be the president.
Become the president.
Yep, I already know where it's gonna go. She's smart as hell with her fine ass.
Hell yeah, president, yes ma'am and shit.
Hell
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel sorry for dude fucking her. They gonna be like, man, she be like, you better make me come, I'm gonna blow your head off, man. Hold up, man, hold up. Title belt.
I'm doing nigga, dog. It's time for some Olympic fucking.
Right, what? You gonna be jumping off the rafters in the pussy like, like, yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Pop my head now, ho.
Pop my head now, ho. Shit. But damn, that'll be fucked up. She come and she blow your head off, nigga. That shit'll be fucked up, dog, nigga.
Like, you gotta remember, you gotta make me come, but don't make me come too hard.
You saw what happened with the dude made the ice chick come too hard. He ain't got no more dick, nigga. You gotta be careful.
I'm not fucking no ice, bitch.
I can't do it, dog. Man, dog. Everybody was just telling him the whole show, you ain't got no dick.
Yeah,
nigga. Nigga, you know how, nigga, I go on a killing spree, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
How does that, like, bitch, how does this happen?
Hey, shit, he was fucking her good.
God.
He was fucking her good, man. Shit. Starlight knew how to control her shit. Huey was in them guts, but that bitch was ice.
Huey wasn't in them guts.
Nah, he wasn't. Yeah. Huey was giving the little tap, love tap.
He was giving the head and shit.
Yeah. Right.
It was not up in them guts and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they love each other and shit, dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gon' I'm hoping, man. I just want this nigga Homelander nigga just to go ahead and nigga just
merch shit, yeah. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, do it.
Oh, but I forgot. You see, he fucking blew old boy head off. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit was clean. He blew it clean off, and everybody was like, "Yeah." Now he like, so I could just start killing people. All right. So hopefully we see that shit.
Oh boy. Yeah. How could I forget about that? I'm guessing Homelander's gonna go pretty ill next season.
Man, he better, dog. I'ma write the show.
Yeah, like nigga, come on, man.
Come on, man.
People want to see it and shit.
Yeah, make him an asshole. Kill everybody. Do some crazy shit. Blow a building up. Something.
Yeah, like, well, he's threatening to blow up New York and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, fuck the threat. Do it, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be the asshole to test his bluff. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit, nigga.
That's what Bush should be doing and shit.
Yeah.
Bush should be testing his bluff and shit.
Yeah, Butcher like, you a bitch.
Yeah, you a bitch.
That's how he be looking at his ass, though.
Listen, man, that's what he told the nigga Soldier Boy. He like, nigga, this ain't your son, nigga. He's
Right.
a pussy.
Right.
That shit was funny as hell.
Right. But he is, though. Shit. That ain't Soldier Boy's son.
Where he said it, that shit was funny.
Yeah, because Soldier Boy, I'm like, Soldier Boy, you got way bigger nuts than that. This nigga here a bitch. Like, the fuck? You serious? This motherfucker over here trying to bring out his grandson and shit. Like, this a family reunion. This nigga like, man, you a bitch.
That's what I'm saying, Dad. Like, look at you, Dad.
Yeah.
You done brought your kid into the middle of this and
Yeah,
shit, you know?
And then Jackie Brown popped up in my head when he shot Robert De Niro. Man, what happened to you, man?
What happened to you, Dad? You used to be a cold-blooded killer and shit. You know what I'm saying? He done got soft.
Right.
What happened to you, man?
Got soft, weak-ass nigga.
Listen,
spit on that nigga.
Pop my bitch for no reason and shit. Left her at the stove and shit, you know?
Right. Like a straight asshole. How the hell you left? How the hell you do that, nigga? You done popped the nigga wife off. You think the nigga finna be cool with that shit? Hell no. He finna kill your ass. That was some good ass pussy, nigga.
And then popped her and left her in the stove, nigga. Like, dog.
Asshole.
Like, oh, man.
Right.
But yeah, dog, nigga. Yeah, dog, boys are straight, man. I'll give this season, like, nigga, 3 stars. I'll give it, let me think about it, dog. I haven't really even thought about it. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna give this season like I give it 2.5 stars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is a pretty decent season and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, it has some good twists and turns in it and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, I thought the niggas the nigga Butcher ended up taking fucking V.
Yeah, the temp V. Yeah, the bullshit V.
Yeah, I thought that shit giving that nigga power, that was cool and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But fucking and you know what I'm saying? I thought I mean like Frenchie's whole thing with Nina and shit, that lasted a couple episodes. Like that was alright.
No, that
You
was
know what I'm
straight. I didn't have a problem with that. That was good, cause it showed that he was trying to, you know, it kind of opened him up and stuff. Cause he was always a nigga who just sat there and took it and shit.
Yeah.
He never really stood up for himself and everything.
But he's a soldier. He's not
Right,
supposed to. He's just supposed to follow orders and shit.
right, right,
And
right.
he knows that shit. You know what I'm saying? But uh, I thought the 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 real interesting shit was what I'm saying, talking about his pops and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like that nigga Frenchie got issues.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Frenchie's
He got
fucked up.
issues.
You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
got
saying? Yeah,
issues,
he
man.
real fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm glad old girl got her powers back and shit. I was gonna be mad if they kind of stripped her because she was raw, nigga. She be whooping ass and fucking niggas up, nigga, all the time and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nigga, she ruthless too and shit.
Hmm. She is. That's why I fuck with her, man.
And fucking Maeve ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga fucking fucking locked her up and nigga.
Hmm.
She was like, nigga, why won't you just kill me, nigga? Like, what
Right.
the fuck?
Right. Right. Like she just killed me. Like I'm tired of this shit.
I'm asking for it, dog. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Homelander, he too pussy and shit. He
He
fucks with
is.
Maeve and shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
he loved Maeve because Maeve tells him the truth. Like she
Yeah,
tells him like what it is. Like dog.
yeah,
Like she
yeah.
told him, like straight up, like I despise being with you and shit. Like that shit hurt his ass. Like he really is soft at heart, dog. Like he wants to be, like he basically wants to be like a good guy and shit. But he's fucked up because he was born in a lab and shit. So when he
Right,
seen that he had a son and everything, I know how that made him feel and shit. It make any man feel like, man, I got a son, a guy like me and shit. So he basically wants to be that father figure for him now and shit. So it kind of it messed him up, because nobody ever taught him how to love or to show compassion in a certain way. He's just always been a man. Fuck this. I'm going by the company. I'm getting this money and shit. Instead of being like, look, man, I'm more powerful than all you motherfuckers. I'll take all y'all out. You know what I'm
right
saying?
now.
Yeah, right. And that's his problem. Like it's like he wants to do it, but he cares about what people think. That's why when he
Yep,
says, "Oh, I'll kill everybody," it's like, okay, then who you gonna wait to praise you? Like you need praise. Like he needs that. Like when he shot the dude, he was scared that he shot the
yep,
dude with his eyes, like because he was. But people saw that as, oh man, he human like we are. He fuck up, but he was protecting his son. So now he got more sympathy. So now he like, okay, shit. So if I fuck up again, they'll, but I just use my son as,
no.
this shit.
Like it's that everlasting um paradigm and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is a paradigm and shit. Is is it better to be feared or loved and shit? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you,
And
but I
for
don't. I mean, you think that way, but I don't think he really thinks that. I just really think he wants to be loved. Like you saw with the girl, the girl he killed, the lady in the first season. Like she was breastfeeding. He got jealous of the baby getting some milk.
yeah,
Cause he wants that motherly attention. Like that's why he was keeping the up. That's why he didn't really hurt the mom when she was taking care of Ryan, cause he's jealous of that. That's what he was robbed of. He that's what he
exactly.
wanted. So he looks
Yeah,
at it like shit. Damn, like I just want to be like he wants to be loved. Like he can't take like when the girl was telling him about his numbers plummeting. You think Omni Man would have cared about that? Omni Man would have been, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them and the numbers. I kill all of
exactly.
y'all. Like the subway. Like he don't give a fuck. He was gonna kill his own son when he gave him the worst ass whooping in history.
But I mean, that's the thing though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, with Homelander and shit. You know that nigga. I see, like I knew he is. See, like you know, he's a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. I knew when I first saw him. I said, yeah, that's a bitch.
Yeah, this nigga fucking drinking the damn breast milk and shit. You see this nigga, that nigga
Right.
seen the cow and shit, and
Right.
I was like,
Right. He done milked the cow to have some milk. It's like, bro, why?
Listen, old girl almost got choked up over that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bitch.
Right.
Think it's a game, huh?
Right. He had her in the clutch to choke the shit out of her. She still giving her shit off. Like, whatever, nigga. Here, take that.
Nigga. Listen, dog. And see, they never even really, they never showed what the deal was.
Right. And it was when he sent Deep and everything to do that job. You know what I'm saying? Because Deep is scared of him. Yeah, because he got Deep and A-Train scared and shit. Like, they scared. Like, A-Train a pussy. We been know he sold out. His brother kicked him out the fucking house. Like, man, you such a disappointment.
You
You
such
bitch
a whole ass nigga. Like, get the fuck on,
right.
nigga.
Like, why would you kill the dude? Like, you done gave him an out, nigga. Like, what the fuck? And he just mad as hell. Like, man, you always make shit worse, dog. Like, nigga don't want to deal with you no more. It's like, come on.
Because he's selfish.
He
nigga.
is.
Like,
he's selfish.
He did that shit for himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first episode showed it. When he killed the dude chick, showed no remorse. It was like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Yeah, my bad. But then it happened to him. That's why he punched his ass in the hero gasm, almost knocked his ass the fuck out. Like, oh, don't be a bitch now, little nigga.
Right.
Fuck, nigga. Yeah, gonna try to be all talking and shit. Now you want to be cool with me and shit. Man, get the hell out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, cause now it's happening to you and shit. Bitch ass nigga, man. Yeah, everybody knew that nigga was a bitch.
Yeah. It ain't looking good for A-Train, man. And now he, you know what I'm saying? The nigga Homelander that told all, you see he made old girl take her wig off and shit.
Man, that was funny as hell. I was on the floor crying like, damn. Why you do Shawty like that, man? Shawty all fucked up.
Shawty like that.
Done did Shawty like that, man. Yeah, done did that white girl dirty, man. That white girl down for the cause, and you just treat her like shit. Like, damn, bruh.
Like, nigga, oh, man, that shit was so raw, nigga.
It was so raw. And A-Train was looking like, damn. he was looking at her like, damn, bitch, what the fuck happened to you?
That bitch done pulled out all her hair and shit.
Because, cause Homelander's like dealing with LeBron, nigga. You see what LeBron do, nigga?
Yeah,
He worse than LeBron.
Man, if LeBron was Homelander, it'd be the same thing.
Oh my God, yes. And Butcher would be like Michael Jordan, just always egging them on, like, shut up, bitch, you pussy. Right, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing with your bitch ass. What? Shut up, LeBron. Man, you keep yelling at me. You see yelling at me, right? He cursed me out. He called me a bitch. You are a bitch. Shut up. That's how it be.
Brian and Homelander is one of the
They are the same, dog. They are the same fucking person, dog. They the same. They both, dog, come on, man. Like, yeah, they both the same.
That's all bad.
Just soft-ish putty shit. Bad. Like, man, you soft.
You just soft, bro.
Just a disappointment. Yeah. Just a disappointment. Like, everybody disappointed in you. It's like, come on, man. Get out of here. Even when
Yeah, fuck.
he blew the guy head off with the eyes, it was weak. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he was waiting for approval and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Then he was like, oh, like you said, he was shook for a second. Like, oh, I ain't fucked.
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
snapped
was
him.
shook, bro. If you go back and watch that scene, he just sitting there like, I done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch.
Like another PR
Yeah, right,
bullshit. You know
right.
what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? That he's wait. That's LeBron, dog. Waiting for
Yeah,
validation, like needs
yeah,
validation. Like,
yeah.
like I tell all his fans, he don't care about y'all. He know y'all idiots. He want us to give him validation. The real fans, like, no, we don't fuck with y'all.
For real.
It's the facts, bro. It's the
For
truth. Like he know y'all idiots. He don't want y'all respect, nigga. He want our respect. Like the niggas who say, nigga, you ain't better than Kobe, you bum ass dude.
And you know why, nigga.
Right,
So
right,
don't even try it. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's Homelander, nigga. Like, nigga, look, man. That's who he is, man. The nigga, it's like LeBron S. Nigga, he met Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy looked at him like, you ain't shit. Just like how who looked at LeBron. Jordan looked at LeBron like, man, you ain't shit. And he like, man, I used to borrow your shoes. I used to wake up watching you. And then Mike like this, man, that's why you a bitch now. Soft ass.
You can buy all
That,
my shoes.
but dog, that's how it is. That's why Mike always loved Kobe. Like everybody, like, man, but he snuck this Kobe and shit. Like, no, he loved Kobe because he know Kobe gonna talk shit back. He know Kobe
Right,
gonna come busting.
exactly.
Like everybody talk about Kobe dropped 55 on him. Like, yeah, he like that shit. He
Yeah.
liked that shit. He wanted that shit to happen. He was just mad at Iverson because Iverson went overboard. Iverson crossed him up,
He
double
wasn't mad
tapped
at
him.
Iverson for he wasn't mad at Iverson for real and shit.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He
He
just,
like, nigga, you know, you tried to embarrass me and shit.
yeah. No, he was
It didn't
mad.
work though, but you tried.
Yeah. He was mad in the sense like, man, this little ass nigga here. Little nigga done crossed me. Little nigga done crossed me and shit. Yeah, that's how he looked at the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad.
Love this little motherfucker.
Right, that's what he called him, little motherfucker. Yeah. And Iverson used to shit on everybody. So it's like, man. But that's how he is, dog. Homelander, man. He want approval, dog. That's why I knew. Like when he said that I'll kill everybody and shit, I'd have just been like, no, you not. You need people to love you. You a bitch. You need people to love you. You need people to say that you did good and that you did great and shit. Like you can't stand being alone, nigga. He can't stand being alone. Like he fears that shit. He
Yeah.
fears it. It's like, man, I fear like like a bitch told me mad at me and shit. Like, that's why you gonna be alone. I'm like, good then. I ain't gotta listen to no nagging ass shit. I can jack my dick and I can smoke a stogie, bitch. Fuck you then. I'll be alone. I'm happy. Homelander be like, no, don't say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby.
I take it back.
I take it back. I take it back. Please don't leave me. I'm like, man, this bitch ass nigga here, you soft ass fuck. If you don't use your eyes on that bitch, scare that hoe.
Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, see, I thought he was gonna go like full dark side, like like
I
after
did
season
too.
one and shit.
Yeah, when
Like
he
when
shot the plane down, that shit was clean.
But you know what I'm saying? That shit had happened in the past, like some years ago and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking when he sizzling the old girl and shit.
Oh yeah.
At the end of season one,
I was like, oh yeah, this
shit.
the guy I love. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about old girl and
I know
shit.
you're talking about, the one he was jealous of when the baby was getting breast milk from the bitch. I know you're talking about.
When he sizzling that bitch in front of Butcher and shit, I'm like, oh, Butcher's about to die.
Yep.
And he just don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, Butcher said, fuck it, I'll just blow everything up. Fuck it.
He was like, oh yeah? Okay, hold on. Let me go fry this bitch to show you I don't really give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then,
bitch.
and then he saved him at the end. I'm like, you pussy. You should have killed him. That's when I knew he was a pussy when that happened. I was like, oh,
yeah,
this
like
dude
you
a
saved
pussy.
Homelander, you idiot. He's
Right.
trying to kill you, bro.
Right.
And that's the motherfucker crazy enough to do this shit.
Yeah. That's why I said Butcher don't respect him after that. And then he gonna try to rub it into his face with it. I'm like, man, Butcher done lost even more respect for you. You supposed to kill his ass off.
Butcher ain't thinking about your ass, nigga. You gonna end up grass, nigga. You better quit. Listen, Dad. He walked away with his all tight and shit. You know what I'm saying? After the fight with Homelander, he just nigga Maeve actually gave that nigga the business.
Did you
dog.
see it? Did you see it, man? I said in my review, I said Maeve was working this nigga, dog. And she was doing it. She was bobbing, weaving like, she was getting in there. I said, get it, Maeve. Come on, bob and weave, bitch. Bob and weave. Oh, she got caught in the eye. Oh, no, she's still throwing hands. She like, you still a bitch. I'm like, damn. I'm like, Homelander, you getting bodied by everybody. You can't fight nobody.
See, he didn't want to hurt Maeve and shit. He could have killed Maeve and shit.
Yeah, he could have killed Maeve.
Work though.
The work, nigga. She gave that nigga the business, the 9 to 5. Nigga gave that nigga vacation time. She gave him everything. Nigga. She put that nigga in the blender, nigga, like it mixed them up, nigga, and pulled a little smoothie out, nigga. You ain't a smoothie.
Listen, I'm like, go, Maeve, you know what I'm saying?
And then Soulja Boy was finna fry everybody. That shit was crazy. I said, oh shit. And Maeve saved everybody.
Yep, when they locked his ass back up in the,
They had to. You can't kill that nigga. That nigga is too powerful, dog. That's Captain America if he was evil, nigga. We would be in trouble.
Oh, nigga. They said that's like the best thing going in the fucking comics now and shit is that Captain America didn't win evil and shit. Have you heard about this?
No, he went evil.
So I guess how they playing it is that, you know what I'm saying, like, nigga, this nigga is somehow okay. So basically, they saying they like rewriting they done rewrote Captain America and shit. Basically saying that this nigga's been an agent of Hydra the whole time and shit, and that Hydra programmed him to do they programmed him and shit, you know what I'm saying, to go and build up shield and shit, and build up all, and you know what I'm saying, do everything like he's doing like Captain America and shit, just like as we know, except for at some point, you know what I'm saying, he snaps and shit and takes over the government and shit.
Wow.
For Hydra.
That shit sound raw as hell.
Yeah.
That shit sound raw, nigga. Like, nah, that's the shit I like, nigga.
Yeah, that shit do sound dope.
That shit do sound dope, nigga. That nigga that motherfucking food, everybody like, got you, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Nah, I'm finna kill y'all niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see how that turns out and shit. At least hear about it, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit'll be like next to Evil Wanda, nigga. Like how Wanda went off, nigga. His shit crazy. That'll be crazy. They do that in the movie where he just come back and he evil and shit and kill everybody and shit. That shit'll be awesome.
But see, that was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in the comics, that's what House of M was all about and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? House of M was all about her. Like nigga, she was losing control and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking nigga, she was fucking spazzing out and she be spazzing out and shit so bad and shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers started talking like, I think the Illuminati or somebody, or like I know Professor X was there and shit, but them niggas got together and was talking about trying to kill her and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, the bitch just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like she just couldn't be
Dog,
controlled,
she like
and she was so
Phoenix.
powerful.
She like Phoenix levels and shit. That's why I was telling people like that bitch strong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she just has no fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like there's never been anything concrete written about how strong she is. She can pretty much do anything and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, nigga,
saying?
she took over a whole town and had him in a TV show, nigga. So yeah, we
Exactly.
know how powerful. I know how powerful she is. That's why I was trying to tell Chris C that shit. Cause he was like, man, I didn't watch it cause Christian. I said, nigga, you listening to Christian, nigga? Don't listen to Christian. Christian and LB cap about shit.
Yeah, nah, them niggas just, they like what they like and shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas who like more, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be shoot 'em up, bang, bang all the time and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I like story and shit, dog, and I like shit that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like the dopest part to me was going through all the different eras of TV and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Like
raw as hell.
that's still like I go back and watch one episode of that shit. You know what I'm saying? To get shits and giggles out of
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, it's that kind of watch. Like I enjoy that shit.
Yeah, I
You know
love
what I'm
it,
saying?
man. Yeah, that shit was classic. Like especially at the end when the dark hole had a hold of her and shit.
Oh man,
That shit
yeah.
was
See, that was
clean.
like the other half of House of M and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because fucking and it was, it's like the same thing. She went, nigga, and somebody, well, I forget who it was, but somebody had mind washed or brainwashed her into thinking her kids had been killed and shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And she just went around murdering everybody and shit, trying to
Mm-hmm.
get her back and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was, she had the same kind of motivations and shit and Doctor Strange and shit. You know what I'm saying? She think her kids are real and shit. You know what I mean? They
Mm-hmm.
were real in the comic and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she thinks her kids are real and shit. And that was her motivation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know?
she killed all the Illuminati,
Killed
nigga.
them niggas.
Killed them
Killed them
niggas.
niggas.
Nasty did Professor X dirty. Just broke that nigga neck.
Oh, he tried to get in her brain
Yeah.
and shit, dad. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
You should have had Cerebro, son.
Yeah.
You
Your
might
cerebro
have had a
wasn't
chance.
working, nigga. Die slow. Click.
Snap the nigga neck and
Everybody in
shit.
the movie theater was like, ooh. Because it was so clean how it happened.
Have you seen Love and Thunder yet?
Yeah, I saw it today.
Oh, you did. Was it good? Did you like it?
It was good. It was okay. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was okay. It could have been better. Um, like it was starting off great, and then it's like you know they got to the middle, and then it was okay. Like I mean, it was okay. Like to me, it's like it could have the movie could have been a classic if they did it correctly. To me, it's like it was too much of trying to show that the women were powerful and da da da
Oh wow, it
this.
really went that route, huh?
Yeah, and then you had Thor, doing like they made Thor trying to be too comical. Like and then they had something going on with his old hammer and then his new hammer. It was
Oh,
like,
okay. So, dog, Gore the God Butcher, yay or nay?
oh yay, go.
Okay,
He did his
okay,
thing, but it's like they didn't really show a lot of them though. But the scenes they showed him in, he killed it. Like in my opinion, he was the best thing of the whole thing.
okay. I can kind of see that.
God Butcher
Um,
was roof like he was like it's funny because like you'll see how he becomes the God Butcher, And I kind of agree with him. Like, these guys are kind of trash, nigga. Like, I would have got rid of them too. Like, you know,
right.
but
That's his job. That's his only job is to kill.
yeah,
His job is to kill every god and
right,
shit.
right, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like Thor. They had Galaxy of the Guardians in there early on. Like, they just did a cameo. You know, they were straight. And
oh,
then,
they just did a cameo?
yeah, they just did a cameo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I see what time it is.
Yeah. And, yeah. And I mean, it was going good and stuff. It's kind of cool. Like, you had some of the young kids. They were basically the future as guardians and stuff. They were like the God Butcher. You know what I'm saying? He basically used them as bait to lure Thor and everything into shit.
Okay.
Like, it was smooth how he did it though, because he made it seem like, okay, he was setting up trying to beat them and stuff, but he really was using them the whole time. Like, the nigga Christian Bale did a great job. Like, his God Butcher.
Okay.
Did a great job.
Okay.
I can't hate. He did a great job. The thing is, you got some scenes in there, like, got LGBTQ, got to throw they shit in there, like,
Of
bullshit.
course.
So
It's
you
been in
already know.
every movie, like every blockbuster movie has been.
Yeah.
All of them are.
Well,
They've
yeah.
had something in every movie.
Yeah, basically the bisexuals run the world. All them damn gay people. But yeah, it's good though. It's like I said, I gave it 2.5. I think it's 2.5 stars. You know,
Okay.
2.5, almost 3 out of 4. I would say between 2.5 and 3 out of 4. The only reason Ragnarok was way better though. You're gonna if you loved Ragnarok.
That's kind of what I was wondering and shit.
Yes.
How was it?
Ragnarok,
Yes, that's right.
yeah, Ragnarok was more 3 to 3.5. Like, it was raw.
Yeah.
Like I gave it 3.5 because Ragnarok was raw. I like the setup and how they put everything. The Hulk was great in it. You know, it's set up the end game perfectly. But
well, that was great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Thor, the last Thor was great.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
No doubt about
well,
that.
not Endgame, but Infinity War. It's set up to that perfect. But yeah, that was great. This one is, I say, it's probably it's better than the first two. It's better than the first two. It's just not better than Ragnarok. Ragnarok was better.
Well, I'm not mad at that thing.
No, you good. You'll watch it. You'll look at it. You'll enjoy it. You know, some of the jokes they're not jokes where you like ha ha. It's like a corny joke. It's funny though, but it's corny. It's like, okay, yeah, that it's fun. It's like you'll get like a laugh, like like yeah. It's like a corny joke. I'm
not sure who worked on this, but it wasn't the same people that made Ragnarok.
Yeah, I don't think it was. You could tell. You could tell from the writing and the direction and stuff. Like, I mean, like the fighting scenes and the visuals, they're great. Like, 2 thumbs up on that. But as far as like the development and the characters and stuff, I just think I would have showed more God Butcher getting down, killing more gods and stuff. I would have had God Butcher really go in on this. And I think Thor would have been a classic if they let God Butcher go off like he's supposed to. Like, show more scenes of him. You know, they only show certain scenes. Like the one where he with the kids, that shit is funny. He scared the shit out them kids. He was messing with them. But they didn't show a lot of them. The scenes he was in was great, but I wanted to see more God Butcher. He stole the show every time he was in it. You know?
He's that kind of character and shit. And that's what I was looking forward to and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, more than anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this movie gonna have Gore the God Butcher. Like, this nigga's a beast and shit.
Yeah, he was. Like, he was giving them niggas work on them in the movie. He was giving their ass work. hurt. They had to jump him. Even when they jumped him, he still whooped their ass in the scene. So, like,
all right, so here
he
we
lives
go.
up to
Here
it.
we go. Here we go, man. Fucking, uh, um, God damn it, what's this bitch name?
Valkyrie?
No, hold on. Uh, I can't even think of her fucking name, her Star Wars name and shit. Oh, Padme.
Natalie
Padme
Portman.
as Thor.
Yes, Lady Thor.
Yes.
Oh, it made sense why she was good. She was good as Lady
Okay.
Thor. Like I said, the characters were straight. Like Valkyrie, Lady Thor, like she was good as Lady Thor. Like it's just whoever did the jokes and the writing, I mean, they kind of fell flat. Like it could have been a classic and they fell flat. Like they missed it. Like it's like it's like they on the plane. The plane take off good. We're going through the sky. We're doing good, but the motherfuckers ain't landed, nigga. We crashed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
But other than that, it's good. I mean, I liked it, but would I go see it again? Like, nah. I wouldn't see it again. I'll probably see it again just to see the Guardians, because they little scene was funny as shit. Like Groot dumb as hell, dog.
I thought they had a bigger part in the movie and shit. I've been misled.
Groot had the binoculars in his mouth. The raccoon, he cracked it out his mouth like, ew. You got sap all over it.
You got sap all over it.
I said, now that's funny. I got that. And then, he had, Thor make his little entrance and shit. And then everybody just sitting there just like, man, whatever, nigga. Like, hurry up with it. You know how the Guardians of the Galaxy is. Like, they a group of assholes. That's why I like them. Yeah, they made the movie for their little bit of part. And Gore made the movie. That was the movie. Like, that killed it. And then you had all the little kitty shit in there and everything. It was like, all right, man. Whatever. Like, it's like 2.5 or 3 stars to me. I think Sino gave it 2. Sino gave it 2 stars. But Sino's very critical of shit. But he gave it 2 stars. I gave it 2.5 or 3. I thought it had some good parts in it, but overall movie, man, nah. You gonna forget it after you watch it.
I get it. Average ass movie and shit.
Yeah.
Big budget and shit, you know what I'm saying?
The special effects, great.
Yeah,
like I said.
Marvel, that's what they gonna do and shit, you know what I'm saying? They gonna have like shit, Doctor Strange was, but Doctor Strange, I'm sure, is a better movie and shit.
Well, yeah, Doctor Strange was better because it was better because the storyline.
It has more backdrop to
right.
It. Shit,
right.
Shit.
But not only that, the storyline was great, and you didn't really need Doctor Strange in every scene. Like, you really didn't. Like, you could go off of any character because it was written well. Like, he could be gone for like a couple minutes of the movie, you'll still be good because you got these other characters. In this movie, it's like Thor the main character, but it's like I'd rather watch Gore's part, because Gore's part was like more intriguing and just like his acting. Like, Christian Bale can fucking act. It was crazy.
Yeah.
He did his thing, and then the stunts where they were fighting, man, Christian Bale was doing his thing, because he do his stunts and shit. So he was straight. He was good, but the reason it wasn't good is Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange, they went there with shit. They went there. Like, they weren't afraid to go there. Like, breaking Patrick Stewart's neck and slaughtering the Illuminati like they did, because that really could mess them up. Yeah, it was dark.
That's
right.
Sam Raimi and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was very Sam Raimi movie and shit. Very much Sam.
Right. And then Spider-Man, the reason it's not on that level either, Spider Man was funny because it was a natural funny, and everything was natural. You know, you probably had a couple parts that were forced, like the little gay dude, like when y'all gonna have spider babies, that gay shit. But other than that, like it fit. Like everybody fit. In this one, it's like they're forcing shit, and it's not really there. It's not really hidden. It's like, man, this could really hit if you did this and that, but it's like they just missing each mark. They're not really hitting it. And then when they go to Gore the God Butcher, you're back excited again, and then they go away from it for a while.
Go away from it. Yeah, and come back to some bullshit.
Right. Yep. Like I said, you gonna see it. You might come back to me and be like, "Listen, man, that shit was horse shit, dog." Like, cause I know you. I know my dog. That's why. I said I knew when you went to go see Batman. Like I was telling people, I'm like, "Well, we'll like it, but T ain't gonna like that shit." And then LB and them trying to say, "Man, no, man, T ain't gonna have no problem, man. T been." I'm like, bro, I know T, dog. The movie is too long and it's more of a thriller. It's not no. It's not no damn. It's not. It's too long, dog. He not gonna like that type of movie. I know T. T's not gonna like that shit.
I mean, it's not that I don't like long movies, or it's just, man, like, I mean, it for me, a comic book story is simple enough as to where you don't need 3 hours to fucking tell it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be able to get that shit out the way. I mean, okay, so Endgame was like 3 hours and shit, but they had so much backstory and so many things. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like 20. I mean, this is 10 years worth of movies and shit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But a 3 hour Batman movie and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think if they would have had him more as Bruce Wayne as well and changed his look, I think it would have been better. Even like from your aspect, a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did. It was a lot that I did like. It wasn't like it wasn't a bad movie at all and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think the pacing was just a little too slow on it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was long and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I always say, you know what I'm saying? Like, Batman is a simple story and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be trying to get way too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need all of that shit they be trying to make Batman. Just give me some good old fashioned fucking ass whooping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, have him solve a crime or two and shit, and take down the big boss and shit, and make the boss extra dope and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. It's really not that hard and shit, man. I don't understand this shit. Like, Tim Burton did it. You know what I'm saying? And it was fine, and everybody loved it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That nigga said he don't know.
Everybody's so scared. It's like, dog, like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like, Marvel succeeds because Marvel isn't afraid to be Marvel and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna go out and they're gonna give it to you you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you know the characters and shit. You know what I'm saying? And just they're gonna present their more movie format. I mean, their comic book format in a movie style and shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, it's like, no, they just want to make fucking Batman and Superman. They want to make them like real movies, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, we don't need all of that and shit. This is a comic book movie and shit. You know?
Right.
Why so fucking serious and shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need my Bruce Wayne all emo and shit. Why?
You said not emo. That's funny.
This nigga all emo and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny as hell. That nigga said emo.
But I'm like, maybe that's just like this, you know what I'm saying, the 2000s, like, Bruce Wayne now, you know what I'm saying, the manly man's an emo man and shit, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of,
Yeah, that's why I said he didn't play Bruce Wayne. Yeah, it was mostly he was Batman.
He's all depressed and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and I feel okay. Like, yes, you know, it's terrible losing your parents and growing up with that shit and all of the rest of that shit that comes with it. Of course,
Well,
we know that.
this
That's not
Batman.
why we come to the fucking movie, though. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Well, this Batman they made him after year one. Like this was like year two. Like after all the bullshit was going on, and that's what I got from it.
Yeah, well, they actually they made the movie just like the anime they did. The what's it called? The Halloween, like the Long Halloween or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the anime and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they took all kind of beats from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, like the matter of fact, I think that shit opens up the same way and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? It's October 31st. You know the shit opens up on Halloween night and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a motherfucker out here killing motherfuckers and they don't know who it is. But I think in the anime, it turns out to be like who is it? It's not the Riddler. Who is it? I forget who it is. But in this one, no, in this one it was the Riddler, right? In the movie, right? It was the Riddler.
The movie was Riddler, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know who it was in the who was it? It wasn't I don't think it was the Riddler at least.
I forgot who it was. But they made it like the Riddler before he became the Riddler. Like that's how they did it. Everybody was their character before they actually became the character. So that's how it was.
Yeah, you know, they had Batman and Catwoman teaming up and shit, you know what I'm saying? And Catwoman finding out that the gangster was her pops and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit was in the same.
Yeah, I think it was
Falcone and shit. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? That whole aspect of them warring and shit with the other mob and shit, the other mob family and all of that shit. That was all from the anime and shit.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's true shit. You called that shit.
Yeah. Well, fucking, I mean, it was straight though. I wasn't mad at it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just, like I say, I don't, you know, to me, it's like Batman is not a complicated thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like sometimes they just do too much and shit, like unnecessary. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I guess what they're gonna do Joker in the next movie and shit, because they tease Joker at the end of that movie and shit.
Yeah, Joker's gonna be in the next one. Most likely, him and somebody else. Probably have the Penguin or somebody. I don't know.
Listen, man.
He said, "Listen, I don't need no emo."
Make that nigga less emo, whatever you do and shit. Right. And bring Catwoman back, you know what I'm saying? We always love looking at fucking
oh yeah.
Denise daughter and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll smash her, yeah. And that gear she had on.
Business, brother.
Business. Gotta make a business decision.
Listen, dog, my goodness.
She was looking so good.
Yeah, she was.
And Batman used the hell out of ass.
Listen, man. You the bait.
Right. You the bait. And he told her ass that shit too. He ain't care. I said, damn, this nigga ruthless.
That was kind of ruthless. It's kind of ruthless for Batman.
Yeah. Batman like it was just Tuesday to me, shit.
Like, man, you know you in love with this bitch get your emo ass nigga quit fronting and shit. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I think she fine too, nigga. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
It's okay.
It's
Yeah,
alright,
be
man.
tough guy and shit.
Right. You trying to be all tough. Now you nah. If you know if this was Twilight, you'd have been in the draws, nigga. So stop.
Exactly. Whispers trying not to bite the bitch head off and
Right,
shit.
right.
Oh man.
Telling them, man, hey man, you know, man, I ain't mean all that. You ain't bait. Come on.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, listen, like it was like fucking who was that? Like motherfuckers was saying 9 out of 10 and shit. But I would say it was a 2.5 and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He said 2.5.
It's 2.5.
See, I knew he was gonna say that shit.
Real bad 2.5. That's a good movie though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shit.
Nah, that's a lukewarm movie, nigga.
I mean, listen, it's like average to good and shit, 2.5 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoyed the movie, but I probably won't see it again. You know what I'm saying?
I know you ain't gonna see it again. I know you not. Don't let her have a director cut extended version. You definitely ain't seeing that shit.
Oh my god, they better not. Like, oh my god.
That's hella messed up, yo.
Man, that shit was all marketing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't even for real, like a cut or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a Snyder cut. That shit was all marketing.
And they brought this dude back. That's crazy.
You say what? They brought him back?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was so successful.
It
you know
was.
what I'm saying? Like everybody cried for that shit. They basically everybody just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like the one time where the studio actually listened to the fans and shit. But like they, you know, like see at the time and shit, they were, you know what I'm saying, that like fucking Warner Brothers had just been bought by a bigger fucking corporation and shit.
I think it was Discovery or something.
Yeah, like he was a whole conglomerate of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they all, you know what I'm saying? They were fucking having an internal war and shit. Now when it came down to the movies and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like the part that bought fucking Warner Brothers, they didn't want the Snyder cut and shit. The other motherfuckers pushing for the Tittyverse and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you about to get Batwoman and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the studio itself, Warner Brothers, the studio and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they was like, they pushed so hard.
Oh,
and
AT&T,
you know what I'm saying?
AT&T took them over.
Yeah, AT&T, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, them motherfucking Warner Brothers from inside and shit got that shit going and shit, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so they didn't even want that shit to work, but it works. It went so well, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? They probably were going to bring Snyder back and shit. You know what I'm saying? Eventually.
Yeah, because Cyborg and Flash made the damn movie.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's what I was saying. Like, you know, the whole time, like that shit, they should have had their own movie and shit.
Right.
Before you even try and do the Justice League and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was just a mess and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. Like trying to make me sit around for 4 hours for some shit that I didn't even like the 3 hours or 2.5 hours. Like that shit just doesn't add up to me, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. They ain't gonna fool me twice.
Right. If you fool me, man, you just can't get fooled again. I mean,
for real.
Because if you fool me once, there's no fooling me again. I mean, that is stupid.
Man. Listen, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, and there was no such thing as that shit. That shit, what they did, all they did was come in. shot some new scenes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got motherfuckers that shot a couple new scenes and shit. I mean, because like I said, there is no such thing as a Snyder cut and shit. You know what I'm saying? Snyder fucking left the movie and shit. He never finished the movie and shit. There is no Snyder cut. You know what I'm saying? Fucking what's his face came in and took over from where he left off at. You know what I'm saying? So they shot new scenes and fucking advertised it as what the fans wanted to see and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking put some some horrible CGI in there, and they called it the Snyder cut and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Put some bullshit CGI, so they didn't even pay shit for the shit to really do it, and they didn't spend a whole lot of money trying to do it and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they fucking, you know what I'm saying? It was like the thing that launched fucking HBO Max and shit. And that's what it was billed as. And it did that. You know what I'm saying? They got everybody signed up to HBO Max to see the Snyder cut. You know what I'm saying? It worked. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was trash, bro. Yeah. That shit was just as trash as fucking Justice League, the regular cut. You know what I'm saying? Whack ass, like nigga Doomsday and shit. This nigga LB hollering about Doomsday. I'm like, nigga, that nigga had this nigga like.
Oh no, like Doomsday was terrible. In Batman vs Superman, yeah, that was terrible. I didn't know what that was.
I didn't even mean it. Not Doomsday, fucking
Darkseid. I'm talking about Darkseid. Yeah, they had Darkseid bad. Yeah. They had Darkseid bad. I like how they redid Steppenwolf, but I didn't like Darkseid. Darkseid wasn't good.
Yo, die.
Because the first time they had Steppenwolf looking like a homo. The first time, but this time they actually made him like he supposed to be.
I mean, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? I would. And shit, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking, I don't know, dad. I think them niggas got down on niggas and shit. Motherfuckers love that shit.
I mean, it was straight to me. Like, I liked it because I got to see Cyborg's story, and I got to see Flash and that. Like, they actually were doing something. Whereas in the first one, it was like about, is Batman gonna smash Wonder Woman yet? It's like, damn, like right. he been all over this chick the whole time. Like, it's like, dog, you gonna smash her yet? Like, shit.
You know? Did Batman smash Lois Lane and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he smashed Lois.
Like, did he smash Lois?
Man, Batman smashed everybody, bitch, man. You gotta watch out for Batman.
You might have to watch out for Playboy Bruce Wayne and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I think that was one of the things, like, when they did the Batman vs Superman comic, like Bruce Wayne was all flirting with Lois and shit, was about to get her to go, man. Superman was getting hot. Clark was getting pissed off.
Yeah, like nigga.
Like, how you gonna come into my city?
Bitch, nigga.
Right. Go smash your other chick. Shit.
Yeah, man. Where's Catwoman at, man? Right. Go smash Batgirl, nigga. What the fuck is you doing?
Right. You messing with the wrong cookies over here, sir. You need to put your hand in that other jar.
For real. For real, nigga. I ripped the wings off of bats, nigga.
Right. Yeah. That would have been a bad little fight. Him against Batman. That would have ended real quick.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Batman's got the contingency plan for Superman and shit.
I know. I know they got a contingency plan for every fucking body. That's what's crazy.
The whole Justice League, nigga. The whole Justice League.
That's why he got kicked out of it.
Yeah, them niggas just like, nah, nigga, come on. And it's like, shit. Y'all niggas get out the way and shit. Something gonna have to happen and shit. The fuck?
Exactly.
Fuck you thought this was?
Cause motherfucker don't trust none of they asses. Batman like, look, y'all can change any minute.
Yeah, nigga get mind controlled and shit. Then all of a sudden niggas is lost and shit. Nah, hell nah. We ain't going out like that. I'm Batman.
Yeah. Like on the first movie when he grabbed him, it was like, "Who are you?"
I'm Batman.
I'm
Bitch.
Batman. Man, I don't care what anybody say. Michael Keaton was that guy. My dog
I be
said,
trying to tell niggas.
"I'm Batman."
I be trying to tell niggas that's the best Batman and shit still to this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, him and Jack Nicholson killed that movie.
Listen, it's still the best Joker till this day. And that's what I'm saying. Like, shit, fucking uh, Batman wasn't. I mean, it was like it was so influential. That shit, you know what I'm saying? The whole '90s Batman image was built off of what fucking Tim Burton did, the first
Mm-hmm.
Batman and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like dog, like that was, like that was. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you supposed to do Batman and shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It don't have to. It can be dark. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of dark humor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's more like the comics than anything. You know what I'm saying? And fucking Tim Burton hit that mark and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Jack Nicholson, he killed that shit.
Yeah, that was funny
he
as hell.
murdered,
That
he murdered
motherfucker
that
was
shit.
like, "I'm melting, I'm melting, I'm melting," and he said, "Boo!" That shit was funny, dog. Then he said, "Carl," and it blew Carl away. I said, "This is my dog." He did not. He gave zero fucks about henchmen.
I'm saying now, like fucking Joker in his purest form and shit. Nigga
Yeah.
hit niggas with the toxins and shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like the gag guns and shit. Nigga pulled
Yeah.
out the long ass.
Oh my
38.
gosh, that was classic. He pulled out the long 38, like, boo! Blew that nigga shit apart. It was like, man. And
Listen, dog.
that,
Listen.
yeah, that shit was funny.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to make Batman all convoluted and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard.
Yeah, because they tried to make Dark Knight like that.
Yeah, and everybody loves the Christopher Nolan joints, and I'm the one. I'm like, I mean, them shits was cool and shit, but
I don't know. I watch them again. They kind of lukewarm.
that man very lukewarm.
Yeah,
man.
because I watch
Very
it. Because I watch Dark Knight and everything, and that's why me and my brother argue about this today. And he like the Heath Ledger more. I'm like, man, I don't know, dog. Jack just killed it. Like his role was so, like you want to be Joker and shit after seeing Jack, how Jack played that shit.
I mean, to me, man, Jack Nicholson is fucking sane and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think he was just the perfect motherfucker to naturally be the Joker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just off the wall nuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, he ain't got to do all the, you know, like, okay, don't get me wrong and shit. Like Heath Ledger was cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Jack Nicholson played the nigga Joker as a gangster, somebody with respect and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga, he played that nigga like he was a gangster, nigga. And that's how I see the Joker, nigga.
Yeah.
I see the Joker. I don't see him all dark and all emo and shit. I see that nigga as a motherfucking gangster, nigga. That's a psycho, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga that slipped into the vat, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? But he was already psycho, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I respect, like, Heath Ledger, he made The Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
did.
if he didn't play the Joker so well, nigga, The Dark Knight would not, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea and shit.
That
But
good.
he steals the show, though. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Every scene he was in, he stole the shit.
You say what?
Every scene he was in, he stole it.
He did, dog. He did. he didn't. That movie sorely needed that shit.
He said it sorely needed that shit. It was so bad that it was like he saved it.
Snore fest, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, for real, dog. That man, and motherfuckers love the third one, dog.